I saw his face before he saw mine. He was laughing, loud, careless, the same way he laughed the night I lost our baby, the night he told me I must have fallen on purpose, as if grief was a trick I'd played on him, as if a womb could lie. He was with his mother, of course. She still clung to his arm like he was a boy. Her shadow, his spine. But this time I wasn't bleeding. This time I'd already buried the woman who once loved him. 2. Backstory setup. He used to say I was the calm to his storm, and I believed that made me special, strong even. We met in college. He was magnetic, undisciplined, full of fire. I mistook chaos for passion. He said I grounded him, that I was the one thing that made him want to be a better man. Then the ring came, then the house, then the 2 pink lines on that thin little stick I held in shaking hands while he snored upstairs. He didn't wake when I told him. He grunted, turned over, said, "Well, guess we're doing this." I should have known then. But women like me are trained to mistake tolerance for love. 3. Discovery of betrayal. It started with his phone, unlocked, left on the counter. Not the messages, they were clean, too clean. But the drafts folder, that's where she lived. His secretary. And the messages there, they weren't meant for me. "Can't wait to see you tonight." She's getting suspicious. She's barely even showing. I don't think she wants the baby. He was building a case, laying the bricks of my own destruction with deliberate hands. And then came the night. I slipped on the stairs, or maybe I was pushed. I remember the blur of light, the hard crack of my elbow, the way my knees folded. But what I remember most is the look in his eyes. Not fear, not panic, satisfaction. 4. Shift in mindset. I left that night, barefoot and bleeding. They thought I'd crawl back. But I didn't scream, I didn't beg. Instead, I became something else, quiet, calculated, cold. Grief sharpened me. Revenge gave me clarity. I changed my name, moved states, found work where no one asked questions. And while I healed, I learned. Law, finance, leverage, everything he weaponized against me, I mastered. 5. Execution of the plan. I started with his mistress, not with threats, with an offer. Her name was Amanda, 2 kids, a secret gambling problem. She thought she was different, thought he'd marry her. I gave her the receipts, hotels, wire transfers, promises he'd made to 2 other women. She cracked like old porcelain, testified anonymously through my lawyer. Next, I went after his company, the nonprofit we built together. My name was never removed from the board. One quiet audit later, his misuse of funds? Public. Then the media, domestic abuse, embezzlement, falsified records. I never showed my face, just fed the fire, piece by piece, name by name. 6. Climax and confrontation. And then tonight, 2 years to the day, the gala, his comeback tour. I stood at the edge of the room in a black dress I never would have worn when I was his wife. Hair slicked back, eyes dry. He laughed, toasted, until the envelope was placed in his hand, until he opened it. Inside, Amanda's signed statement, photos from that night, the court summons, and a sonogram, not mine, hers. His hands trembled. His mother whispered something sharp. He turned, saw me, and froze. I walked toward him, slow, measured, every heel click a countdown. He opened his mouth, but I was already speaking. You called me weak, fragile, disposable. You said I never wanted the baby. I stepped closer. But look at me now, James. I survived you. And now, you'll have to survive me. 7. resolution and emotional release. He didn't speak, just stood there, face pale, sweat collecting at his collar. Security escorted me out, but they didn't stop me. They just watched. He'd have to explain, not just to the press, to his mother, his investors, the courts. And that baby he never wanted, I carry her on my ribs, not as scars, but armor. He thought destroying me would make him powerful. He forgot the most dangerous woman is the one who's already lost everything. And now, he's about to learn what it means when she has nothing left to lose.